Yeah, we up in here, man. Yeah. What's happening, folks? Yep. We back at it. Hey, what's up, Syndicate? What's good, baby? No, not much, man. Not much. Not much, you know. I'm just, making another video, man. What's up, John Black Johnny? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? It's y'all see the subject, man. Anthony Joshua, did you have a testosterone exemption? Yes or no? I don't want to hear all this jaw jabbing and you talking about, well, what somebody else did. I want to hear we asking questions to you. We want to hear what you hear. What we want to hear what you got to say, not what somebody else got to say. Because obviously, I was dealing, walking around, the news section and stuff like that, and they still, how would you say? It's still out there, trying to protect them on this testosterone exemption thing. It's a simple yes or no. I don't see what the big deal about it is. I don't see why he can't say, yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure if he did, there's an excuse for it, obviously, because that would mean they gave it to him, either because, he got a VJJ or something like that. But let me put you guys on the screen share what I'm talking about here. This is what I'm talking about, and I'll put the article right in here just in case you guys want to go find it later. I'll put it right there for you guys. And if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, just put it in the description and we can get it. Just put it in the chat and we can get that too. So this is on World Boxing News. It was made the other day. Anthony Joshua, physique is strength, power, training, not steroids. So he's responding to those remarks. AJ said, I take that as a compliment to all my dedication to strength and power training. If I was on steroids as well, I wouldn't fit in the shirt, a slim tailored grade number as it happened. He's talking bull at the London Olympics. I was around 104 kilos and then weighed at 107 kilos for my first pro fight the next year. What's that? Just half a stone with pro training, and he's only talking about 1 year. Well, all in all, and then he goes and let's read this part too. I'm actually cutting weight now, so it would probably be pretty odd if I was doing anything. By the way, all the anti-drug programs I'm signed up to cost plenty too. I have to let them know where I'm going to be every day. I get random tests roughly twice a week, around the year by VADA, the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association. It costs $40,000 a test. It's not $40,000 a test. It's not $40,000 a test. If it's $40,000 a test, that's what you chose to give to Edward Hearn to pay that thing. But it's not $40,000 a test or 40 pounds, 40,000 pounds a test. I mean, come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop lying. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing, what I'm saying is that how come you just couldn't say yes or no? If you're not, and we're not talking about VADA or anything like that. We're talking about a testosterone exemption. An exemption. That means that if you were testing, you popped for it, nobody would say nothing. It wouldn't come up on the media as that you popped or anything like that because you have an exemption. You know what I'm saying? With them or whoever. But we're not even talking about what you having right now. Obviously, the question was at hand. He was talking about, nobody's talking about your testosterone exemption. He didn't say when. He didn't say when you was taking it. We just asking you, have you ever had one? And if you did have one, what's the big deal? Because eventually, this is all going to come out. Somebody eventually out there is going to eventually come out and say that, yeah, I signed a fight with this dude, and yeah, he had a testosterone exemption. Or you leave Edward Hearn, and years down the later, old ass Barry Hearn might slip it out and something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all might leave on black blood, and somebody else might leak it out. So come on, bro, just go and give us the gist. But anyways, that's my thing, man. Just answer the damn question. Anything less than saying yes or no, Anything less than saying yes or no, you hide from the question. If you're not saying no, I don't got a testosterone, I never had a testosterone exemption, or no to the answer, that basically means to me that you have had it, or you have one right now. But it's none of you. You basically like saying it's none of your business. It's legal. Just say it. Then when I'm going around the news, we got Usyk, Usyk Povetkin to take interim fight in lieu of direct showdown. Right? Of course, I told everybody that Usyk wasn't gonna come back out of the gates and just fight, Anthony Joshua. And then not only that is, if he signed the Matchroom and if he signed all of his rights away, he can't like Tyson Fury and Dillian White just did with ESPN. He not calling the shots on who he fight. You know, he can kick his feet all he want. What they used to say, your eyes may shine, but your teeth may grit. But picking the fighter, you sure won't get. That's what they signed up for. They signed up for somebody to control their career. That's what they signed up for, somebody to control their career so they could get some money up front, some fast money. But that fast money always ain't good money. And that makes me kind of wonder, like, does these networks and promoters really want people to think that, really want some of these boxers think that they could get, they too big not to have an Edward Hearn promoter or a network deal? Do these guys out here want that? You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, they won't have no damn job. What's up, Laws D? Syndicate J said, you don't put on 15 to 20 pounds of muscle within a year. Yeah, you don't. If you do, come on, bruh. And then not only that is, if you in the heavyweight division and you trying to get muscle like that, why the fuck are you doing a whole bunch? There's no sense of you out here doing a whole bunch of power training, fucking up your speed and your stamina. Right? That's just crazy. Hey, Laws, I'm gonna send you a link, man, just in case you wanted to get on. Coming up, Laws. Yeah, you absolutely right. And then he's talking about he's doing weight cutting. So you got to drain muscle now, right? And you working out every day, right? How the fuck are you going to lose 15 to 20 pounds of muscle that quick? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are you going to lose it that quick? How the fuck can you lose it that quick? You know what I'm saying? Just even if you did work out in the gym and you stop working out for 3 months, how the fuck you going to lose 20 pounds of muscle? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you going to lose 20 pounds of muscle? So this dude is let me see something here. I want to see something real quick. I'm trying to figure out. See, BoxRec they ain't got it on here. Height, they got the height, ranking before fight, after fight, details, age, stance, height. They don't have his weight. What did Anthony Joshua weigh coming in against Alexander PED motherfucking Povetkin? How much did he weigh? I wonder how much. I'm trying to look it up right now. I have to do a whole bunch of copy and paste real quick so I can pull it up. I'm about to get there right now. See, I'm not trying to get the. I hate when they do that pounds thing, man. They said 17 stones. 17 stones, 8 pounds. So 17 stones, 2 pounds. 17 stones to pounds is 238. So he weighed 246 because it said 17 stones, 8 pounds. So 246, right? So this dude is going to try to come in here at what? What did it say? 235, right? Oh, you got jobs to do. So, it's a good, well, I would say 235 would be about 230, 235. So he needs to lose some weight. I think it's feasible in a couple months. I think it's feasible in a couple of months, but I don't know how you do that when you're in the gym. I'm not a trainer or nothing like that. That's some extensive stuff to think about, because how do you do that in a couple of months? Well, his last fight was in fucking September. So his last fight was in September. So he got September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So I don't know. So he looking at about like a couple six months or something like that. I'm not even gonna do the math. Yeah, Syndicate J, but it said 17 stones and 8 pounds. So out 17 stones, 8 pounds. So I figured that the pounds wasn't equated to the 17 stones. So that I added another 8, which gives you what, 46. So he has to lose about 235. That'd be 883. You know what I'm saying? So that's 10 pounds of muscle. And then not only that is he's in the gym. You don't want to, I mean, you don't want to dehydrate yourself, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I think it's feasible within 6 months. I think that's feasible to lose that within 6 months. It'd be good for him for this fight. You know what I'm saying? But back to Usyk, man. I told folks, man, Usyk was gonna come out here and just get out there with Anthony Joshua, even though he's with Matchroom and stuff like that, and Edward Hearn out there threw his name around a few times and stuff like that for general purposes, GP. But that wasn't gonna happen. Think, you know what I'm saying? That's not putting your best foot forward. Like, when you look at the Edward Hearn mathematical equation, that's not what they do. They don't go out there and just off the rip fight the person they want to. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Look at Deontay Wilder. Look how long they've been dragging his ass along. So the next thing's is Dominic Brazil and the whole Dillian White and Edward Hearn saga. I said it before, man. This dude, Dillian White, I think Edward Hearn screwed the pooch on this. Edward Hearn, and the reason why I say Edward Hearn screwed the pooch on with this is, I'm not saying it's not the WBC's fault. I'm not saying the WBC made a mistake and they could have corrected it, but they chose not to or whatever. But what I am saying is that Dillian White had his opportunities, had multiple opportunities to become the WBC mandatory in writing. But instead, he chose to listen to Edward Hearn, do what Edward Hearn tell him to do, and it backfired. It backfired big time on his ass, and now he's stuck. He got to live with it. There ain't shit they could do. They could sit up over here and they can try to sue the WBC. They can sit up in here and try to petition the WBC. They can do whatever they want to, but they would just be wasting money. They'll be just wasting money. They can sit up here. They can sit up over here and still become the WBC mandatory. And then not only that is that they want to introduce Dillian White to the American public anyways. So I don't think the way that they do things and stuff like that. I don't think even if it was the mandatory right now, I don't even think that'd be a very good look for ESPN, because then you look at somebody that just signed to you, not even had a fight on your platform, and could possibly get in the ring and lose the first time on your platform signed to you. So I wouldn't think that'd be a good look. Anyways, so I don't even know why they petitioning it. They want it to be a voluntary. So what you want? So you want to wait to have the fight at the end of the year, anyways, because you're gonna want Dillian White to have what, a few fights. You want him go. You know what I'm saying? Look at Anthony Joshua. You didn't fight him right away. Why is that? I wonder why is that? Why you didn't fight Anthony Joshua over there fighting Anthony Joshua over there fighting who right now? Big Baby Miller. His introduction to the United States, he ain't fighting Wilder. I wonder why is that? Can anybody tell me that? The only thing we could come up with is that they didn't want to. So, with that being said, let me pull up this thing real quick for you. Show you how many opportunities that Dillian White had to try to become the WBC mandatory, but he just didn't want to do it. Edward Hearn didn't want to put his guy out there like that on Front Street. Let me pull this up for you. Okay. There's a little thing I made, right? What's up, main event, Mark? Big Booby Miller, yeah. This is what I made, right? So this is how many times that Dillian White had his chance. And then we can even say this. After Derek Chisora, we can even give him leniency and say after Derek Chisora, right? After Derek Chisora, he should have been trying. Edward Hearn should have been talking to the WBC to see how he can become a mandatory, right? And around that time, probably after that, sometime after that, maybe the WBC sent the email, because that's what we're being told by Matchroom Boxing and their employees, that the WBC sent an email stating that there will be a final eliminator with Dillian White or something like that, blah, 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 blah. But anyways, you come to find out at the tail end of 2017 that there's a fight between I forget who it was. I think it was Brazil and a Mexican dude, big Mexican dude. Was it Chris Arreola or Eric Molina? One of the two, something. Right? And that happens. And then around January of 2018, you hear that something else happened. Now they make a Dominic Brazil the mandatory, right? And then you go, after hearing that, fight Lucas Brown. And then you go after that, you fight Joseph Parker. And then after that, you fight Derek Chisora. So, but all this time, you knew what the deal was. You was already ranting and raving and talking about how the WBC is crooked. They sent us an email, they fooled us. We're going to petition and stuff like that. But you still fought Lucas Brown, Joseph Parker, and Derek Chisora. What did Joseph Parker get you? What did Lucas Brown get you? What did Derek Chisora get you? Money. That's it. Joseph Parker kind of helped your status out a little bit, so you could do little pay-per-views on your own and stuff like that. But what did it get you? Yeah, I'm a state guy, main event. But what did that get you? That didn't get you nothing. Thanks, man. Thanks, my main event. That didn't get you nothing. The whole time you knew about it. But you chose to rematch Derek Chisora because just the same reason why Deontay Wilder wanted to rematch Tyson Fury. Because basically, both people saying that, Derek Chisora won, he was robbed. Some people out there saying that, they got the call right. Dillian White won. So what you do? You run it back because you felt that that was the biggest fight that you can have right now, and that was the biggest fight that the people in England want to see. Two Englanders that had a fight that was kind of undecisive, but BoxRed had one, gave somebody a W and gave somebody a loss. But I didn't hear nobody saying that. I didn't hear nobody talking about that. But look at Tyson Fury and look at Tyson Fury and Wilder. Oh, nah, I got the moral victory and blah, blah, woo, woo, woo. Nah, fuck that. Settle it. Settle it just the same way Dillian White did. Dillian White fought Derek Chisora knowing now well that he was stepping aside from what he was supposed to be doing and fighting Dominic Breazeale. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he did it because he wanted to stretch this dude out, but at the same time he got offers. He got offers. Dominic Breazeale and Ortiz was like, "What's up?" Derek Chisora acting funny. He wanted a little bit more money. You got a guy out there that's willing to take $250K. Dominic Breazeale what do you think he'd take? Derek Chisora wanted 5, 4, 5, something like that. And it was feasible for y'all to give it to him, but y'all didn't want to do it because y'all didn't think he was worth it. But he thought he was worth it. But who else that Dillian White would have got a pay-per-view in the UK with? Other than Derek Chisora, who else was going to fight his punk ass? His no fighting nobody ass. Yeah, you got to pull up the stats. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This right here, this is what I basically made this from what Fanon did. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pull up the stats. I just made it a little different. You have to, because these cats out here, you know, they can't deal with they can't deal with the stats. They can't deal with the proof. They can't deal with this. But the thing about it is that when you pull it up, you can't refute it. They can say whatever they want to, but I know that they are not dummies. They smart enough to read the stats because they do it every day. They know deep down inside that they're wrong and Fanon is right. But they choose to act funny with the stats because they have to. They gotta keep up with the lie. You know? Goddamn right, main event. Hyena face having Foxhawk has. Yeah. Laws D Punch Out said, Laws D the Pimpin said that fight was a load of shit. Edward Hearn sold the fight to the casuals. It was just another money spinner for Dillian White and Edward Hearn. Goddamn right. But like I said, the whole time, and I'm giving the dude leeway. But the whole time right here, Ivanka, David Allen, Ian Lewison, Derek Chisora, Malcolm Tan, Robert Bouillonius, Lucas Brown, Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora. Where were these guys at? Look at it. How many guys not in the top 40? Not even on the list. Not even on the board. Derek Chisora, 14th the first time they fought. Robert Bouillonius, 20th. Somewhere around there. Lucas Brown, 13th. Joseph Parker, 6th. Derek Chisora, 7th. You mean to tell me the whole time that he was supposedly building his career, building his left hook? Oh, he looks better. He looks better than that fight. But look who he fought. Of course he's going to look better. Of course he's going to look better. Robert Bouillonius wasn't even ready for that fucking fight. He wasn't even ready. Lucas Brown, his biggest fight was James Toney out the door. Come on. Joseph Parker, I don't see nobody dissecting his fucking resume. But after he fought AJ, that solidified his resume because it went the distance. Because he showed that he could hurt this. He could show that he could hurt AJ and not get knocked out by AJ. And it went the distance. How many motherfuckers went the distance with Anthony Joshua? But I don't see anybody out there dissecting this resume. But they'd be quick to say, "Oh, Deontay Wilder didn't fight nobody in the top 10 until then, to this, to that, and the third," which is a lie. Because you guys, how are you gonna dissect the resume using 2019 stats? You got to go in that current year, in that current month. You know, they're using BoxRec overall rankings. BoxRec overall rankings. Overall. To say who was in the top 10. When BoxRec top 10 don't mean shit. Because you got to go with what the sanctioned bodies are saying. They don't make the rules. They don't do nothing but take money from these fucking fighters. What if some of these fighters was out there and said, fuck the belts, I'm just going around knocking everybody out? Then what? Then what? Then what you say? Oh, this dude's ducking people? This dude's not following the rules? AJ ain't got to fight him because he ain't got no belts? Louis King Kong, Big Baby Miller ain't got no belt? Ain't anybody dissecting Big Baby Miller's record right now? Is Sporting Dick and Booty's icons dissecting Big Baby Miller's record right now? Is Wreck by McGregor dissecting his resume right now? Is these guys the same motherfuckers that want to dissect Deontay Wilder's resume, dissect Joseph Parker's, dissect Dillian White's, dissect Big Baby Miller's resume? Dissect them. Dissect Carlos Takam's resume. Dissect them. And then come out here and tell us what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Fraudulent ass motherfuckers. Manny Vince said Chisora was giving him work until he caught him. Yeah. Yeah. He was, yeah. I mean, come on. They gotta wait. They gotta wait. They can't get they gotta wait till a motherfucker get tired. Most of these heavyweights out here, for some odd reason, they ain't got no stamina. They know they ain't got none, and they know that's what they supposed to be working on, but they working on drinking beers, slapping booties in the strip club. Come on, man. Main Event also said that I thought Chisora was winning that fight until he got cracked. Yeah, he was winning. He was winning. Lost D, the Pippin said, yes, all bums the best ones, Parker, Derek Chisora. Yes. Lost D, the Pippin also said, yes, I agree with you, Main Event. Main Event got a couple smiles for you, Lost D. That's how they do it. You know, you could go across this motherfucker already right now. Motherfuckers, how the fuck? I don't care what anybody say. The Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Brazil fight really to me ain't a good fight. And motherfuckers are like, well, you know, Dominic Brazil got a heavy hand and this and the third, but it's slow as fuck. It's slow as fuck. What is he gonna do? What punch that is Dominic Brazil gonna fucking throw that can't nobody see? All you gotta do is move on this motherfucker. You know Deontay Wilder gonna circle him. What is he gonna do? When a motherfucker don't know how to move his head, when a motherfucker circling you, throwing jabs, throwing straight rights, throwing looping lefts and looping rights. You know what I'm saying? Coming at you from all ways and angles, moving from side to side, circling your ass, stalking you like a great white shark, stalking you like a goddamn lion that ain't ate in a few months, that's willing to do anything and everything to knock your ass out, to make you retire. Because that's what's going to happen. Dominic Brazil, what are you going to do? After all this jaw jabbing, after all this soul searching, when you got to sit up in the ring and face Deontay Wilder, when you out here getting beat up in front of your whole family for running your motherfucking mouth, jawsing at the mouth, and I'm tired of these motherfuckers saying, oh, Deontay Wilder's a coward for doing that in front of his family. If you know you in front of your family, you ain't got no business acting fucking tough. You see what I'm saying? You in somebody else's backyard, somebody else's fucking state, talking tough with a hotel lobby full of Deontay Wilder fans, talking tough in front of your family. You and your trainer talking tough, talking greasy. And then when somebody fucking knocks your ass out in front of your family, all of a sudden, Deontay Wilder and Marcellus Wilder is a coward. Because allegedly somebody gave the motherfucker what he was asking for. You can't go around woofing at the mouth thinking ain't nobody gonna touch you because your kids is there, because your wife is there. You're dealing with the wrong type of people. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers been boxing, been trying to make a name for himself, and motherfuckers don't want to fucking give him the shine that he want. Then they got this dusty ass Neanderthal looking motherfucker talking shit, acting like he gonna take what he earned, what he got, and then gonna probably God knows what he said, but then he gets knocked out. And everybody got cameras around out there, got cell phones around. The hotel got cameras around, and all the cameras and cell phones get sequestered in court. But don't nobody know and they see what happened. And don't nobody got to pay you. Don't nobody got to pay you, because it wasn't this that Dominic Brazil that got roughed up. His trainer got roughed up too. Oh, because Sport the Dick and Booty Icons didn't sit up over there and read the court case. How you gonna talk about an incident and not read the court case? I see your comments. I'm gonna get to them. And not read the court case. Oh well, this is what happened in the third. Blah blah blah. It was thrown out. You know what the reason why it was thrown out? Because there wasn't no evidence. Out of all the cameras that was around, they couldn't tell. Nobody could tell who fucking hit him. It was Dominic Brazil trainer and his trainer versus Wilder and Marcellus Wilder and the hotel. So Dominic Brazil and this trainer tried to sue the hotel for not having adequate security. When what he should have did was, if you know you didn't have adequate security, you get a new hotel, or you get to where you're going, and you keep your motherfucking mouth shut. But what you chose to do, knowing that they didn't have adequate security, you chose to stick around, run your mouth, jaw at the mouth, sell wolf tickets, and get beat up, allegedly. Read some of these comments real quick. Yeah, main event, Dominic Brazil is trash. He a trash can. Laws D, the pimpin' said, well, that's it, Mike. They all talk tough and shit about Ortiz, and then when Ortiz says something back, they shit out. Yeah. You had your chance. You mean to tell me that people wouldn't want to see White versus Ortiz in the UK? People wouldn't want to see White sit up over here, beat Ortiz, and then and then Wilder having to, be the man of his word and take Dillian White as a voluntary. Come on, bruh. DB, yeah, Laws D the pimpin'. Dominic Brazil is going to get stretched big time. Main event said Wilder going to eat Brazil for real. Goddamn right. Laws D be another spilker. A spilkler. Yeah, be another spilkler. Shit, that proof is in the banana pudding. Is that what he said? Yeah. And now we got this, and now, I'm going to get back on the other subject. Edward Hearn out here talking about we going to petition this. You ain't going to, you go ahead and petition. You just better hope White stays with you, because they don't need you no more. He can get Bob Arum to petition for him. But anyways, he signed with them, so it don't matter. You fight Dominic Brazil, you fight the next dude that come up. That'd be your introduction to the United States, and then there you go. You're the mandatory. And then if the AJ and fucking Wilder fight can't happen, or the Wilder and Fury fight can't happen, you probably get your shot by the end of the year, early next year. So what's your problem? What's your problem? You need to be worried about how Edward Hearn tricked you out of fighting Anthony Joshua again. That's what you need to be doing. I wonder what was said in the back room when they heard that Dominic Brazil Ortiz was like, yeah, we'll take the fight. Come on, if you can't make it, I'm ready right now. I wonder what was said. Because Dominic Brazil been inactive. Ortiz been active. But Dominic Brazil wasn't doing nothing. I wonder what was said. Was Edward Hearn like, nah, man, we got other plans. Just go over here and make this money. We already got plans. He's been doing this. He's been doing this. If you don't take the fight, then there'll be backlash. Be words said and blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go ahead and make this fight. What was said? I wonder what was said. Like, Edward Hearn should have been like, man, this dude, Dominic Brazil, he fool. He ain't been doing shit. He's been inactive. You know what I'm saying? You could bring him up over here. He's ready to fight up over here. We could stretch him out, still make our money, and then we can go up over the States. We can introduce you in the States real quick. We could make that. They could put him on the undercard with the zone card that they're having right now. And guess what? That would have been a full card. You would have had two American heavyweights fighting that night. It would have been cool. But now look what you got. You know what I'm saying? You're still trying to piece the match together to see who's going to be in Madison Square Garden. You're still trying to piece everything together. And then not only that is, you better hope to God. Edward Hearn, hey, what's up, St. Cruising? Bad blood between them works. Yep, it does work. But Edward Hearn better hope to God nobody gets hurt, nobody gets sick, nobody pop for PEDs. He better hope nothing happens to where a fight don't happen that night. He better hope so. He better hope that. He better hope that AJ don't get done like Tupac, walking up in the gym in the elevator and the motherfucker talking about run the pockets. He better hope that. He better hope that all is good. Because anything that foils that night is gonna be looking bad. It's gonna be looking bad. What if Big Baby Miller have a heart attack from all them hamburgers he be eating? High cholesterol and all that shit. What happened then? Who you gonna fight then? Who you gonna bring in Adam Konaki? Who you gonna bring in? You gonna say, Wilder, come on, man, come on, bro, let's make this happen. What you gonna do? Come on, Fury, let's make this happen. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You better hope to God nothing happens that night, because who gonna buy it? Matter of fact, anybody know that nobody ain't gonna buy that DAZN? Anybody gonna buy that DAZN? And then if that happens, woo, boy. Manny Vic Martin said, I'm sick of seeing that pilgrim buckle shoe motherfucker everywhere. Yeah, and they just do it. They just and then I was on Twitter. I was on Twitter, a little bit back and forth. I didn't see the whole clip. I just saw some of it. And I saw Lennox Lewis on First Take, right? And they were talking about Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia. And I Lennox Lewis kind of stayed neutral on it. He just said both good things about both fighters, right? He covered, both of the fighting styles, the power, one fighter moving up, the other one's not moving up. He covered how, most fighters, they're already a weight or two above that, out of camp and stuff like that. So they already walk around usually at that weight and stuff. So, I don't know if he said, I wanted to hear what he had to say about, I want to hear what people got to say about, the Miller fight, AJ and Miller. Because I want to hear some of these American broadcasters out here, other than Max Kellerman, other than Paulie, I pluck my eyebrows and get facelifts Mangianati, Botox Mangianati. I want to hear what other motherfuckers, I want to hear if they know anything about boxing. I want to know if they know anything about what's been going on in boxing. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear all this, like all this pilgrim buckle, soft shoeing ass, and question giving ass motherfuckers. Ask these motherfuckers ask these motherfuckers the equal amount of questions, tough and hard questions. Ask them equal parts, half and half. AJ, when you fought Charles Martin, did you know anything about Deontay Wilder at the time? AJ, after you fought Klitschko, did you know anything about Deontay Wilder at the time? Was you thinking about fighting Deontay Wilder at the time? AJ, instead of fighting Joseph Parker, why you didn't fight Deontay Wilder at the time? AJ, tell us, Carlos Takam, how did you guys figure to make him a backup months prior before the fight happened? AJ, why you ain't fighting Deontay Wilder right now? AJ, did you ever have a testosterone exemption? And the list goes on and on. Main event, I like Bivol. I checked the press conference with Bivol and Smith. They stare each other down, and they're at the 007 turn neck having ass right there in the middle, running the moment. Oh, he was? Edward Hearn still wearing a fucking turtleneck? Oh, don't nobody wear turtlenecks, man. This motherfucker up there looking like a goddamn metrosexual. And the thing about it is like, get your punk bitch ass out the way. What you gonna do, Edward Hearn, if these motherfuckers try to push each other? What the fuck you gonna do? You old soft ass bitch. What the fuck you gonna do? Get your ass out the way. What the fuck you gonna do? One of these motherfuckers swing and accidentally hit your soft looking ass. What you gonna do? Lost D, the Pippin said, main event, how you think I feel living over here and see Edward Hearn face on TV all the goddamn time? That's basically what he meant. I just elaborated a little bit more. Main event said, oh man, I can only imagine. And it's disgusting. He ain't the only promoter in the UK. He ain't the only one. There's lots. There's lots of promoters out there doing big things. And that's one of the main, and that's the problem too right there. I was on Best Fight the Best channel yesterday, and he got more patience than me, because I would have been kicked that motherfucker. He asked him a simple question. Name a fighter. Name one fighter that Anthony Joshua fought to get in the top 10. And the motherfucker can answer. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see this troll. Kato Reese. LDBC. You are homos. It explains a lot of Wilder ducking. Hey, your boy right. If we homos, what the fuck your faggoty ass doing here then? Y'all know what to do with him. If he ain't trying to get on, y'all know what to do with him. If he ain't trying to get on and have a civil conversation, y'all know what to do with his ass. Y'all know what to do with Kato Reese. Y'all know what to do with his ass. You ain't got nothing good to say. You come on somebody's channel, and the first thing you say, you call somebody homos. Right? That's what you do. You come on somebody else's channel and you be disrespectful, right? But you want to be heard, right? You want to prove a point, right? See, that's what I'm saying. Bitch Wilder's getting slapped. Look, it's bitch Wilder is getting slapped. English, motherfucker, do you speak that? Main event, goddamn, this boy, yeah, he can't write. He can't. And then he got all caps, you know. I told y'all know what to do with him. He ain't trying to get on it. And plus, he's already disrespectful, man. Take care of his ass, man. Yeah, y'all know what to do with his ass. Y'all do what the fuck y'all want, man. Y'all want to kick him, kick him. I don't give a fuck. The motherfucker come over here being disrespectful and want somebody to give him some mind. Get rid of his ass. Give him a lullaby. Yeah, there we go. And that's another thing that I don't get about a lot of these American. Well, I think part of it is that Deontay Wilder hasn't signed to anybody. I think that's the part. I think that's the main thing that he hasn't signed to a network or anything like that to get the correct amount of PR that he's deserved. But like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying that if these guys, if these networks out here want to make more money, you talk about boxing in general. Because the thing about it is that y'all gonna want fighters to sign with y'all, but y'all now you ain't got no American fighters. You see what I'm saying? If you want American fighters, how about you show them how much you worth? How about you show them that, hey man, we already got you. Oh, I did? What you say? What you say? Oh, I got you, Lost D to Pippin. Mike, how long you think Bob Arum will have Dillian White fighting in America before he has him fighting Deontay Wilder? Um, I think if you look at what they're trying to do with Deontay Wilder, all these guys, they're trying to do. Hey, what's up, J1 Pro? What's happening, baby? It looks like they at least are going to try to do a 2 fights. I think they're going to try to do Dillian White for 2 fights, Fury maybe for 1 or 2. Because I think they're going to try to maximize their exposure here in America. So when they do fight, they can see, for Fury is already 50-50. Well, I don't know how much it's going to be now, but about time the fight starts rolling up, it might not be 50-50 anymore just because you ducked. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you put it. You ducked. You said you was going to fight the guy. You put your word on the line and you sign with somebody else. And then what they do is when you sign somebody else, they flip the script and said, no, you're not fighting this guy. So you knew what the game plan when you signed that contract, that you wasn't going to have no creativity. You know what I'm saying? So you know, with that being said, man, like it's a duck. I think Dillian White, I think it's going to be 2 fights. I think he's going to try to get the WBC mandatory after Dominic Brazil gets stretched. As far as Dillian White and Tyson Fury is concerned, it looks pretty much up in the air on who they're going to fight. There's options out there. I hope they don't try to come up over here and bring some lower competition. See, that'd be cool. They're gonna have to fight somebody from the US. I think that's what they're gonna do. That can be. I could be wrong with that, but I think they're both going to fight somebody from the US. And yeah, that's what. But Dillian White, maybe 2 fights, because if Deontay Wilder gets the AJ fight or the Fury fight next, after he stretches out Dominic Brazil, and then I guess Wilder's going to have to negotiate with Fury and AJ while he's about to be, around the same time he's fighting, while he's in training camp, because maybe a month or the same month of the fight, he's going to be talking to Fury and AJ to try to get this settled, because about time then AJ, people, they get a little, carried away about just sitting around and not talking to nobody and stuff like that. They want to know what's going on. So yeah, if Deontay Wilder gets Fury and stretches him out, I don't think this time he will just go straight up into the AJ fight. I think he will fight either Fury again in a rematch, or he will go on to fight Dillian White right after that. So, if that happens, we're looking at next year time, early next year, Dillian White. So that's about 2 fights for Dillian White, 2 to 3 fights for Dillian White. So yeah. What was the question, Laws? You got to type that again, baby. What was the question? Are you doing what Best Fight the Best did last night, because the dude kept dancing around his damn question. He didn't want to say who AJ fought to get ranked in the top 10. He didn't fight nobody. They you got to type that question again. What question? What question he talking about? Man, I answered your question. It was long-winded. Laws. You got to type that again, man. I didn't get it. Main event, Mark. Who would take over top rank when Arab boots off? Hopefully they change top rank ways and give. I think it'd be one of his kids. That's what I hear. It's gonna be one of his kids. Hey, King Louis, what you mean? What'd you find? He on again. What you mean? What you mean? Yeah, but like I said, man, it'll probably be 2 or 3, because if Deontay Wilder wins, I think it's gonna be a third match with Tyson Fury, and then it's gonna be, and that's gonna be at the what? That's gonna be December. That might be that's gonna be at the end of the year, man, because that's gonna be what? Yeah, it's gonna be at the end of the year. Yeah, because because they both taken, they both shouldn't take that much of a damage in these fights. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder shouldn't take that many that much damage in these fights. Sure, it shouldn't only be 3 months, a 3-month cap, probably less than that. But best foot forward and all that stuff. So let's just say 3 months. So it should be right away. Oh, you're talking about my title? Oh, I didn't find out nothing. That's it's a question. Anthony Joshua, do you have a testosterone exemption? Yes or no? He ain't gonna say it. He refuses to say it. So if you refuse to answer the question, a simple question, if you didn't have a testosterone exemption, wouldn't you be quick to say no? Why would you be quick to say, well, Big Baby Miller is a druggie? What about this guy? What about that guy? Whoop de whoop, blah blah. No, don't worry about me. Worry about them. Them. No, we talk about you. You're the subject. The mic is in your face. The camera is in your face. We talking to you. We talking about your testosterone exemption. We talking about your status with testosterone. But he don't want to answer it. So I'm taking it as a yes. You can say whatever you want to. You can say, oh, that's slander, libel, and all that stuff. No, motherfucker, I'm taking it. I'm taking yes or no. If you can't say no, I'm gonna speculate. I'm gonna use process elimination, critical thinking skills, something that world breaking fighting taught me. That you're taking testosterone. You got a little pussy. You got a little puss. You know what I'm saying? So come on, bruh. What else we got? What else we got here? Yeah, and then the whole Edward Hearn addresses Dillian White ESPN rumors, right? I said this before, man. I said, I said Laws need to pimp. And what you mean? Which fight? Which fight, D? Um, I said this in one of my other videos, man. I said there's different types of ways to insult somebody. You know, you can do it straight up, you know, in your face, cuss a motherfucker out and drag his dick in the dirt, or you could be smooth with it. So, that one time Edward Hearn was like, well, look what we did with Dillian White when Dillian White was kind of contemplating about leaving. Look where we got Dillian White. Before us, he was fighting to get an 8-rounder. He was not, nobody knew his name in the UK. He wasn't selling, he wasn't doing good numbers in arenas. He wasn't doing that in the third. So now Edward Hearn does it again. Now the rumors with Dillian White, ESPN. He's like, you got to look at it. You got to look after your. This is what he says. You got to go. You've got to look after yourself. I think we've done an amazing job with Dillian White. We've been taking him from small hall shows to #1 in the world. I don't know where #1 in the world at, and multiple pay-per-view fights. He's earned millions and millions of dollars with us, but he is a free agent, and if he wants to leave us and go somewhere else, then he's got to do what was right for his career. My worry is you have Joshua on DAZN, and you got Wilder on Showtime, which he ain't on Showtime. There's no belts on ESPN, and they are willing to pay people a lot of money to come over there for easier fights. And you'll see Fury on one of them. If Dillian White joins them, you'll see him on one of them. So, this dude, he's just basically saying, man, I made you. I got you this. I got you that. That's what I get out of it. Now you're trying to leave me. Yeah, you got to do whatever you got to do for your career and everything like that. But for one thing's for certain, you got to put this in mind of what I did for you. And then not only that is that you're gonna go over there, and we got my man on DAZN. I don't know why you don't want to come up over here on DAZN. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go to America anywhere, you should go to the dude that fed you. Right? You got Wilder on Showtime, but in the back of my head, I know that's a lie. He can fight anywhere. And then he goes in to say there's no belts on ESPN. ESPN is gonna be having easy fights, no name fights that's gonna get you anywhere. So I don't even know why you even doing that. How about you? We all know that ESPN got money and stuff like that, but they ain't gonna do nothing for you. You should have came over here and talked to me so I can get you on DAZN, so I can get you some American fights up over, so I can get you American. If you wanted to fight in America, I could have gave you that. But instead, you go somewhere else. You punk motherfucker. How you gonna do me like that? I'm the one that fed you. I'm the one that got you where you're supposed to be. I'm the one that put millions of dollars in your pockets. That's what I get out of it. That's what I get out of it. A bunch of crazy ass nonsense. He didn't have to say all that. The only thing he had to say was, hey man, I tried my best as a promoter for him, man. If you want to go somewhere else, man, he on a fight by fight basis. It's his prerogative. Anytime he need me and stuff like that, I'm here for him. You know what I'm saying? We made a lot of money together, and we can continue to make a lot of money together. It's just up to him. I'm just a promoter. That's how you should have kept it. But instead, you inserted yourself into the equation. You inserted yourself into the equation of him going somewhere else by you saying what you did for him. Like somebody else couldn't have done the same. You see what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. Dillian White could have done the same thing with Frank Warren. Could have did the same thing with Frank Warren. He could have did the same thing with anybody else. It was the first Derek Chisora and Dillian White fight was a domestic fight everybody wanted to see up over there. That I'm thinking. The second time people were like, there's other fights out there we want to see. Why can't we have that? Main event, Mark said, if Porter comes in with his normal smash mouth style, he should beat Ugas in my opinion. I mean, he has the tools to do it. But the thing about it is, You know, everybody out here believes that he has the tools to do it. You know, it's just, I hope that Sean Porter doesn't get into this is just me. He's gonna have to figure out this guy when he gets in the ring. If Sean Porter gets in this motherfucking ring and can't figure him, if he does something different and can't figure him out, he gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, this is a good fight. And then Sean Porter out here talking about he wants Earl next. So now I'm hoping that he wins, because at least that way we can get some headroom around here. And then if Earl beats Sean Porter, well, you know, and that's another notch. That's another notch in Earl's belt. Hopefully somebody else that's worth a damn will get the cojones and step up and fight this man. You got Canelo out there talking about, I ain't gonna fight another Mexican. But who is he gonna fight? Is he gonna fight some of these top-notch guys up over here? Or is he gonna, fight Danny Jacobs and go from Danny Jacobs, Triple G again, and then go back to Danny Jacobs? Like, what you gonna do? Like, especially if Canelo loses against Danny Jacobs, then what? The alleged guy that's pound for pound right now, then what? Canelo, Saul Alvarez, then what? Then we got another fight. We got a rematch. Then is he gonna take a is he gonna take an intern fight between that and fight Triple G and then go back to Jacobs? Like what's gonna happen? Is the zone trying to milk Canelo out, trying to squeeze every little fight they can get until at the tail end of Canelo's career? Then they start pulling up Aaron Crawford and all them other guys out the woodwork. Like, yeah, they a little old now. They slowed down a bit. You know what I'm saying? We got to slow them down a little bit, so let them age a little bit longer. Nah, come on. Laws D the Pimp said, I don't think a lot of people are J1 Pro. I got Porter on points. I mean, it is what it is. Main Event said, just got home. The fam, I'll catch y'all later. Hey man, you do what you got to do, man. You know, make me get in that kitchen and make me a sandwich. I'm joking. Laws D said, yeah, I hear you, Mark. J1 Pro said people that still believe Edward Hearn most likely are people that never do research. No, they don't. Their research is logging on YouTube and just listening to somebody that they think is right. You know what I'm saying? Lousy the Punch Out said later, Mark. J1 Pro said, I'm never watching Porter again until he fights Spencer Crawford. Ain't nothing wrong with watching Porter. Ain't nothing wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with watching him. You know, the thing about it is the dude just needs to, people need to stick to their word around here. You can't lead people, you can't be giving people a wet dream and then take it away. You can't be sitting up over here telling, yeah, man, I want to fight this dude. Oh, but I gotta sign this ESPN contract real quick because I gotta get some money. I know that's gonna take away from the fight, but fuck it. I won anyways. Come on, bruh. I don't blame you. J1 Pro Duckers will get 0 views from me. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I mean, because, you know, at some point, us as fans got to do something. You know, got to do something to let these guys know that, hey, remind them that we pay the bills. That you guys just can't be going around here fighting anybody that you want to, trying to set your career up and all that stuff like that. You know, ain't nothing wrong with going out there and getting your money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But in the midst of you getting your money, you still need to give the fans, you still need to satisfy the people that pay your bills. You know? It's insanity. Like, why would you vote on this president or this prime minister or whatever, vote for him, and then he does absolutely nothing for you? He hikes the taxes. Ticket sales costing 3 times more than what they worth. He don't give you He don't give you anything that you remotely wanted, but you go and vote for him again. Come on, bruh. Lost D the Pimper said, J1 Pro, I hear you, brother. I like Porter, but he do have them track shoes on, bro. Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. He got them gold track shoes on. You know what I'm saying? He got the other Michael Johnson track shoes on. The other Michael Jackson. Johnson. Goddamn, Lost D, you got me calling Michael Johnson Michael Jackson. God damn it. You got my ass. I saw you in the comment section talking about Michael Jackson. I thought you think you slick. You think you act like I didn't see that shit. Lost D, you think you slick, man. You cold, we supposed to be cool and all that shit. And you out there calling me Michael Jackson and shit. Come on, bruh. You know I don't he. You know I don't he. You know what I'm saying? No he. Come on, my brother. Yeah, but it's gonna be good though. This is gonna be straight up off the chain though, man. Because I was hoping that we was gonna come into 2019 with a whole bunch of bangers. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was gonna see after Javante Davis fought this dude, thought we was gonna get a good look. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I thought at Canelo we was gonna get a good look. I was hoping, but I heard the talks about, you know, Danny and Triple G again. I heard the talks, you know, Spence, at least he fight Mikey Garcia. So that's cool. I mean, but you know, he need to get this goo out of the way. But after that, then what? You know, we still gonna need, you know, something. You know, I could see if Earl got up in there and there was a war and they both got pretty much banged up. Yeah, I can see take a tune up the next one. You know what I'm saying? So you can, you know, come in for the real main event, nice and healthy. But you know, folks got to give us what we want. You know what I'm saying? Like we need, you know, if we got to pay ESPN $10 or whatever, then we got to pay Fox is free, okay? Then we got to pay, you know, the Showtime, and then we got Hulu, Netflix, and all that stuff. So all these apps and these multimedia platforms that we watch movies and sports on and stuff like that, it start adding up. So monthly, then the motherfucker looking at, you know, 40, you know, 30, 40, $50, and we paying all this stuff, and we can't even get what we want. We damn for sure can't even really get what you want out of Netflix and Hulu. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man, we gotta get something. We gotta get something out of somebody. If Netflix and Hulu ain't giving what we want, somebody gotta pay. Somebody gotta pay. Gotta give us what we want. Yeah, I know Game of Thrones coming up, but that's gonna come by. That's gonna be done quick. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta pay. You know, you gotta give it, man. This shit adds up. Watching fights and TV, you know, watching fights, TV shows, movies, and all that. You know what I'm talking about? That adds up. And J1 Pro, I think you're absolutely right. You got to stand for something with just watching everything. You know, we like to watch boxing, but at some point, man, we're gonna have to make a sacrifice. And some of these fights just say no. I'm not mad at you. Definitely not. Did I cover that other one? Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one right here. This is a good one. So, you know, Frank Warren, the boy, will look to outdo Gorman with Conju. So it looks like they're trying to get him in here. They gradually, slowly, getting the boy up in the ring, getting him up in the ring with people and stuff like that. So it's looking good for him. Slowly but surely, you know, he should be he should be a household name. Well, you know what I mean. It's hard to make household names in the heavyweight division, but if he gets past one of them two, and then he could be ranked in one of these sections. He could possibly get ranked in one of these you know, sanctioned bodies, get ranked in one of these sanctioned bodies, and then he could just start going down the list. I mean, you got you got Gorman. I mean, then he could come out here and he could fight. Let's see, Kuzman, um, Charles Martin, Yoka. Let's see who else. Otto Wallen, um, Fujimoto, Michael Hunter, Bogdan Dino, Dillian Carmen, and the list goes on and on. Maybe a Robert Bulionius. Is he still around? Probably still around. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he's still around. He in the IBF, number 6. Fight him. Yeah, there's guys out there for him. Richard Lartley, Ali Aaron, whatever that dude's name is, Brian Jennings, Junior Fa, Zane. There's guys out here for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying get this guy. I'm not naming these names. Hey, what's up, Scrapbook Boxing? What's happening, baby? Ain't nothing much. I'm not naming these names to say that, yeah, he need to step up. Anthony Joshua had these at 17 fights and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm saying it's like those names is like, those are good things for him to step up. Work on his hand speed, work on his jab, work on his hand movement, ring generalship and all that stuff, because he ain't got no head. Salute to you, my brother, too, Scrapbook. He ain't got really that much good head movement. You know what I'm saying? And his jab looks strong, but it could get a little speed on there. He's still like he's still getting there, but he looks like a solid fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got the tools. He just need to work on it a bit. You know what I'm saying? He need to work on it a bit, and fighting other people will give him that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. That's why they introduce new people into the gym to spar with and stuff like that, because just sparring with the same person over and over and over and over and over again, you're not getting no competition. You're not learning no new things. You know what I'm saying? This guy throws a jab this way. This guy throws a hook this way. This guy doesn't throw any overhands to where they go around looping to get out of your peripherals, like Lennox said when he was talking about why he didn't like to fight southpaws, because I think he said he never fought one. But anyways, like, it'd be good for him. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to, I'm not saying he need to fight no Pavekins, no Adam Konakis, Dominic Brazil, Joseph Parkers, Jarrell Miller. I'm not Oscar. There's guys out there that he could fight though. That's already ranked. That's like it's like easy for the pickings. It's easy for the pickings. Maybe they in there because of who they know, trainers and stuff like that. But I think Daniel will be somebody. Now, this other character, what's his name? That light-skinned brother just fought. And I watched the whole fight. He fought Bermain Stavern. What's his name again? Fucking goddamn! How come I forget this boy's name? He just fought Bermain Stavern. Now that brother right there, I don't think he ever would be. It's too late in the game, man. You 32, Joe Joyce. You 31, 32, something like that. Too late in the game to be looking like that in the ring. I mean, you would have to me. He would have to take a whole year off, hit the reset button, switch everything, get a whole new trainer and all that stuff, because whatever he's doing, it don't look good. It don't look good. It don't look good. But I'm not saying that he's just a horrible boxer and stuff like that. I'm saying that he's not going. Yeah, Laws D, the tax man on Frank Warren's ass. Yeah, that's gonna be bad, man. Laws D. That's gonna be bad, man. Especially like what if Tyson Fury just cut ties with him and just said and just got with Edward Hearn, or or just did something off by himself, man, that'd be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. And then not only that is that who else out there is coming up in boxing in the UK that he can sign that's gonna shine? Or because when the tax man on his ass, how much can he give? Hey, what's up, Neutral Natural? What's happening, baby? How much can he give? How much you gonna be able to fork up? I mean, is he gonna have to get loans to secure the venue, to secure the purses and all that stuff? Is people gonna start asking him for escrow and proof of funds, knowing that the tax man on his ass? You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't looking good. But it's looking good for Daniel. Looking good for Daniel. He's looking good for that boy. I think he's gonna be. But Joe Joyce, yeah, I don't know, man. He gonna have to show me something, man. Maybe that's what he just chose to do in the fight because is the level obviously Bermain Stavern didn't have no juice, but Joe Joyce's jab looks horrible. Everything looks horrible, but nothing looks like he can't. None of it look where Joe Joyce is at is there's nothing that says that he can't get better. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that says you can't get better. Why don't they just, I'm not a trainer, man. I'm just giving you my opinion. Probably he's getting pushed more than Nathan Gorman, but you gotta think about this, Neutral Natural, that everybody ain't gonna get the same look. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna get the same look. Everybody ain't gonna get the same treatment when they get into this boxing game. Some people want certain type of fighters to take it easy and take it slow so they can learn some shit. And some people out there just want to take it fast. Like, you're looking good, you're gonna learn to fly, take these fights. And sometimes that's how you end up busting. That's how you end up not because if you're a promoter and you get a boxer, that's your investment. And it's not a short-term investment. A couple of years is considered a long-term investment. To me, when it comes to the boxing game, because you're not doing no more, especially in America, no 6 and 8 month deals, 8-year deals. So, it's and then the boxing being a young man's game and stuff like that. So really it's a long-term investment. But I think Nathan Gorman versus Daniel will be a good fight. And then not only that is that at least right there, that'll show these other boxers, hey man, what the fuck is y'all doing? What the fuck are you guys doing? We over here fighting people. We over here trying to get better. We over here trying to get ranked. We over here trying to do things so people can know who the fuck we is. We over here trying to do things so we can make boxing better. You got cats out here they just ain't fighting nobody getting ranked. Ain't fighting nobody getting ranked. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fought nobody. But you slither your way into the top 15 of these sanctioned bodies, and then you don't fight nobody. And let's look at the list. We'll pull it up for you. I'm going to end this one. Let's pull it up. Let's pull up the list. Actually, let me do it like this. No, I don't want. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. So I want to take it like that. Yep, right there. That's where I want it. So I can still look at the comments and still do my thug thizzle. Right there. All right. So let's look at the list, people. Now look at this. This right here is the top 15 in the heavyweight division, right? And this is what everybody has been talking about. This is what you guys have been thinking about. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know the answers to it, but I'm gonna go along with it anyways. You got Adam Kornacki. You got who is Joseph Parker fighting next? Who is Alexander Povetkin fighting next? Abid Kabiel. Who's Pulev fighting next? Oh, Pulev is fighting somebody on the 23rd that's not even ranked in the top 15. Pulev is fighting somebody next that's not even ranked. Okay? Who's Oscar Rivas fighting next? Who's Carlos Takam fighting next? Yoka fighting next. Derek Chisora, Charles Martin, and Kuzman. And the list goes on and on for all these sanctioned bodies out here. Are any is how many of these guys in the top 15 are fighting somebody else in the top 15? How many of these guys in the top 10 of these sanctioned bodies is fighting somebody else in the top 10? Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm on mute. Can you hear me? Hello. You see what I'm saying? Who? I mean, okay. Who? I think there's one or two guys in here that have, but I ain't talking about these guys with belts. I ain't, we could take Dillian White off the list. At least he fought Joseph Parker. You know what I'm saying? Louis King Kong Ortiz can't get a fight. Jarrell Miller, at least he's fighting Anthony Joshua. Okay, he's getting a freebie. Tyson Fury, who the fuck is going to fight next? So the list goes on and on. What are these guys going to fight next? Well, I don't know. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. That's all they want to do is bitch about resumes, bitch about Deontay Wilder's resume, right? Pull up on BoxRec, who's the pound for pound, and talk about how many UK people they got in the pound for pound list that ain't fighting nobody. Pull up and examine Deontay Wilder's record. Talk about how Deontay Wilder ducked Fury and all this other lame ass shit. That's what everybody needs to be talking about. Right here. Who on this list is fighting somebody worth a damn? Who on this list trying to fight somebody that has a belt? Adam Konecki, you calling out. See, look at Adam Konecki. Adam Konecki really didn't call out Wilder. They asked him, and he said what he was supposed to say. What was he supposed to say? No, I don't want to fight Deontay. But he's like, yeah. Like, who doesn't want a fucking belt? Who doesn't want a shot at the champ? Who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? You got to be a fool. But you got Tyson Fury out there talking about, no, I ain't going to fight my brother. Would you fight one of your brothers? Shut your ducking ass up. Get your ass in that ring, bitch. Shut the fuck up and get your ass in that kitchen. Give me a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Bryan. What the fuck? Hold up. Trevor Bryan, look at this motherfucker. Oh, man, my eyes deceive me. I didn't know that. Talk about how the motherfucker gonna say, how the fuck are you gonna say WBC stands for We Be Corrupt? But you got this dirtbag, Joe Joyce, WBA Gold. What the fuck? Corbett Pulev. What the fuck? The only person that should be up here is Dillian White. And Fury and Louis King Kong Ortiz. Prezo Quindo. What the fuck? Caveat. What the fuck? Miller. Who you fight? What the fuck? This dude shouldn't even be the mandatory. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let me show y'all something real quick. Show you something else. This shit is fucking disgusting. This is what we talking about right now. This is what we talking about. Trevor Milk Dughead. I ain't gonna talk about a man like that. I ain't gonna talk about the man like that. 20-0, right? 20-0. Look who he fought. BJ Flores, Russell, Soto, Brown, Gallon Brown, Rousey, Stacey Frazier. What the fuck? Let's look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. How the fuck is this dude number one? Oh God. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Last fight was, so he fought this guy and he was like what? 34-3 with one draw? And who this guy fought? Oh, he lost against Tony Bellew. Oh, and that was at cruiserweight. So he went from cruiserweight, heavyweight, beat Bates, Jeremy Bates. What the fuck is that? Beat this guy, and then got his ass whipped by Trevor Bryan. But Trevor Bryan is number one. Trevor Bryan is fucking, oh my God. He's fucking number one in the WBA. And that's what the shit we talking about. Motherfuckers always want to get on Deontay Wilder record, but what the fuck is this? He ain't fought nobody. Nobody. He ain't fought nobody. Oh, hell. Is you serious? This guy fought a guy that was 3-31. Well, at the time, holy, this dude is 3-32. 3-32. 3-32. Holy shit. At the time, well, sorry, he was 2-24. Right? Holy shit. This guy was 2-20. This guy was 44-33. What the fuck? How the fuck did he get? You can't fucking tell me. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me shit about nobody's fucking resume out here but Deontay Wilder's. Well, how the fuck did Trevor fucking Bryan get ranked number one in the WBA? How? How? Get the fuck out of here. Want to fucking break down resumes and shit and talk about Deontay Wilder this, Deontay Wilder that. Well, this motherfucker right here is in the runner-up to fight your man, but he ain't a problem because you feel that he ain't no threat. He ain't no threat. You ain't no need to make no excuses on why Trevor Bryan is ranked number one. Ain't no excuses. 44-33. 20-2. 2-20. 2-24. 34-3. With one decision. BJ Flores. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I don't get it. Because look at this shit. This is why I don't get it. WBA, Trevor Bryan. Woo. Who did he fight? Who did he fight? Who did he fight? Who did he fight? I'll give him some slack. Who did he fight? Who did he fight? Who did he fight? Who did he fight? I give him some slack. Who did he fight? Who did he fight? Who did he fight? You ain't fight nobody really yet, but you did. At least you fought. I give you that. Who the fuck did he fight? Who the fuck did he fight? That's what I'm saying. You can't bring up the WBC is corrupt and not say everybody around this motherfucker whole board up here is corrupt. The WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. Right? Right? Because they got Manuel Char up here. And who did he fight? Who did he fight? And why is Joe Joyce up here with the WBA gold? Who did he fight? You see what I'm saying? At least Jarrell Miller fought Duopas. At least he fought somebody. At least he fought somebody that was at once ranked. These cats ain't fighting nobody. Motherfuckers over here worried about the wrong fucking thing. They more worried about their pockets. They more worried about how Anthony Joshua is going to look. How is he going to look if he gives Deontay Wilder 50-50? If he gives in? If he caves in? They over there wondering how Anthony Joshua is going to look if A side is out of the question. They more worried about the semantics rather than what's going on. You got to pay for this shit. You got to pay. You paying for Trevor Bryan to be number one. You paying for Joe Joyce to have the WBA gold. You paying for Manuel Char to be the mandatory. You paying for Frezo Quindo to be number 3. Otto Wallen to be number 5. Oscar Rivas to be number 6. Sergey Kuzmin to be number 7. Philip, we paying for this shit, but you happy because Anthony Joshua holds 3 out of the 4 belts. You happy to pay as long as Edward Hearn is happy to pimp you. That don't make no goddamn sense. I ain't never seen a much happy hoe, a jolly hoe like that. I ain't never seen a jolly hoe like that. Jolly as can be. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, fucking hell, man. It's insane. That's the only thing I gotta ask. That's the only thing I ask, Lost Dean. How the fuck every corner that we turn around is Deontay Wilder is the only one resume getting critiqued. The people that Deontay Wilder fight is the only people that get their resume critiqued. Ain't nobody out there saying, ain't nobody on the Sporting Dick and Booty Icons, none of them cats over there is saying that why does Anthony Joshua have to fight Manuel Char? Why is Trevor Bryant ranked number 1? Why is he so close to somebody that's supposed to be sitting way up high and looking down low, up from the heavens? Man, yeah, these dudes is crazy, man. They out of their mind, Laws. They out of their rabbity ass motherfucking mind, thinking that this dude deserves anything. Deserves a shot. Deserves a shot. Watch what happened. When Manuel Char is ordered to fight Anthony Joshua, we're not going to hear a peep about his resume. What we're going to hear is a whole bunch of people use fancy words to fluff his resume up. When Kurbet Pulev has to face Anthony Joshua as the mandatory, same thing. Nobody's going to be like, what the fuck is going on? These sanctioned bodies are corrupt. How come this whole time Kurbet Pulev walking around ain't fighting nobody in the top 15 or top 10 of the division? The top 15, I'm giving them leeway. Most of the time, it's the top 10. I know WBC is top 10, but he ain't fighting nobody over. Kurbet Pulev about to fight somebody in California that's not even on the list, not even being talked about. But ESPN is going to showcase that fight. You see what I'm saying? But Big Baby Miller didn't want to fight Kurbet Pulev, in my opinion, because if you look at what's going on right now, he knew he was going to get a shot at Anthony Joshua. And now, that's why I'm thinking that all that pushing, all that jaw jabbing that they both doing, all of it is just a spectacle. And Big Baby Miller probably try to sell it a little bit too far. Probably went a bit too far by selling it. But at the end of the day, they trying to sell this fight. They trying to sell the AJ versus Miller fight. You didn't want to go to Bulgaria to fight Pulev. But we didn't even know where they want to have the fight. I think. I don't think we even knew where they wanted to have the fight at yet. Because it didn't even go that far. But he said, fuck it. But Pulev fighting, come on, man. Fuck it. And then Tom Shorts. What the fuck? How the fuck is Tom Shorts ranked over Jarrell Miller and Tyson Fury? What the fuck? I don't get it. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me wanting more from boxing. Maybe it's just me wanting more from YouTube channels. You know, I don't know why there can't be an agreement on best fighting the best. Why there can't be an agreement on how we all getting robbed. Why? I don't understand why is it such a big problem for people out there to think correctly. They pick and choose the content that they want to put out. And that's the reason why I be saying I think this guy's getting paid. I think Sporting the Dick and Booty Icons getting paid. How the fuck a dude gonna say no, you can't? No, none of y'all motherfuckers gonna sit up over here and interview my dude. None. And then you up over here and say, oh, that's all right. I'm still gonna ride my man's blah blah blah. Whoop. Then you say AJ is the boss, and this in the third. I don't understand why he just won't make the decision and do this in the third. But you gonna cry like a little bitch? You sound stupid. The shit sounds so stupid. I ain't got no choice but to believe. I have no choice but to believe that you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're not trying to make these fights. All that. Yeah, she ain't got enough booty for me, man. That spread some cheeks on that the match from boxing girls. Ain't got no ass. They ain't got enough ass, but I spread them cheeks. Yeah. You know, on that note, man, I'm getting up out of here, baby. Like we always do. Shout outs to the LDBC and everybody stay sucker free.